Okay, so in this problem, we're trying to graph two lines that are a little bit different than our normal lines. Y equals 3 doesn't have that full mx plus b form, and x equals 1 certainly does not fit y equals mx plus b form. Okay, so the problem is giving us some information that we should know. Y equals 3 means that every y value will be 3. We're going to cross the y-axis at 3, and if we want to think in terms of mx plus b form, it means m is 0. So we know that a 0 slope is a flat or horizontal line, and a horizontal line runs parallel to the x-axis. Now because it's y equals, we can still go to the calculator to y equals and type in y equals 3. Oops. Okay. If we graph it, we'll see a horizontal line with a 0 slope. And if we go to the table, we'll see that sure enough, every single y value is 3, right? At -2, we're at 3. At -1, we're at 3. At 0, right? Crossing the y-axis, we're at 3. And so on. In order to create a line with a 0 slope, that looks something like that. And our equation will always be y equal to a number, like y equals 3. Okay, so when it comes to the next one, x equals -1, we're completely not in the right form. This equation is completely out of the form y equals mx plus b because the slope is undefined. We mentioned this once before. An undefined slope means it's a vertical line, like a line you cannot possibly ski. It's impossible, it's undefined. Okay, so instead we're crossing the x-axis at -1. Every x point would be -1, and it's going to run parallel to the y-axis. So if you can imagine, we can't do this one on the calculator, but if you could imagine, every x value is -1, no matter where it hits the y. So -1, 0, -1, 1, -1, 2, -1, 3. And sure enough, we're forming a vertical line that runs parallel to the y-axis and cuts through x at -1 with equation x equals -1. It'll always have the form x equals a, which is just x equal to a number. And this is how we graph horizontal, y equals, and vertical x equals lines.